Hi, welcome back to Celebrating Culture. We're here in the Rex Room in Antoine's with Jeff Crouere, who's been in Rex for 30 years. Jeff, welcome to the show.
Hey Charles, thank you.
So Jeff, Rex is the king of Mardi Gras, obviously. I mean, what is the morning like? You guys roll at, 9 a.m.?
And you're supposed to get to the den for 8, if not earlier, to prepare. It's a big morning where everyone gets dressed. Of course, you have breakfast there, you have camaraderie with everyone. There's a band playing. It's a celebratory morning.
And Mardi Gras Day, it's like the largest outdoor barbecue tailgate in the world, I guess.
Yeah, it's the greatest free show on earth. And what I think is so amazing about Mardi Gras is you have all these members of all these crews that spend all this time and effort and money to put on this show for the people of New Orleans, but also the people from all over the world, because we have such a great number of people that visit for Mardi Gras. It really is just a gift from all of these people that are members of these crews to the people of New Orleans and our visitors.
Dickie, welcome to the show.
Thank you, glad to be here.
On Mardi Gras Day, when Rex is rolling, the barbecue competition. I mean, St. Charles Avenue, you see the largest barbecue pits in the world, and these guys are competing. So as the parade's gone by, their families that are 3-4 generations of families. It's not 1 or 2 people. You got 100 people around a barbecue pit.
It's an all-day picnic. It's a celebration. It's a day for us to, turn it off. But at the same time, you're standing next to people, nobody knows anybody, but all day long you interact, you connect. Here, try my chicken. Here, try this. Everybody's sharing.
Everybody is giving you a piece of chicken or rib or something to eat.
It brings the best out. I'm proud of what Mardi Gras does. And, I think people don't get to see it, or really get to understand it, which is, is unfortunate.
Now, understand, are you ever tempted when you're parading to enjoy? Because you're a food person.
I've had this opportunity for years to be a riding lieutenant, where you're on a horse and we're there to help manage the parade. But you're down low and you're right there, and as you're riding next to the float, you're right there just touching. You can touch the people, you can sit there, and when you stop, it's just a matter before the person that's grilling the chicken, you're going, my God, that smells good. So the entire route, I'm like looking at every barbecue setup, going, man, that's, next thing you know, if it's a pause, they're telling you what's in the barbecue sauce. Drives me crazy. I want to eat the barbecue chicken. I probably have had some chicken that I won't admit to.
Yeah, you don't have to confirm or deny the rumors.
I probably have tasted chicken. I know I have.
Rex does a unique thing that it toasts at a house on St. Charles Avenue.
It's a traditional toast. At the same time, it's a place for the king to take a break.
It seems like they do it very professionally, where they go up to the float on a ladder with the toast, and it's nice to not to have to be at Gallier Hall to see a toast happen.
Well, it is. And it's a fun for people to watch it, participate in it.
And Rex, there's a second part to this. Rex has a lot of nonprofit or philanthropic work.
Pro Bono Publico, the foundation, I think is a tremendous work, charitable work that the crew does. And it started after Katrina. Members felt that there was a need to help rebuild New Orleans. This foundation has, through the years, given out $7.5 million in grants. The last 4 years, we've given out more than $1 million a year. And the last year, gave out 68 grants to different entities, and a lot of charter schools and educational initiatives, also playgrounds and various recreation opportunities. So it's all to help the community and make this a better
So in addition
city.
to the dues and the throws, they're giving money to the foundation to give back to the community.
And that's another gift. It's another way that the members show that their love of New Orleans, their desire for the city to be better, to constantly be making this city a better city to have this parade, but also to live.
And Rex has always been innovative with the throws. I think you were the first to have a doubloon.
Yes, I brought one of our doubloons here. This is a bronze doubloon that every year, of course, we have a different theme. So the doubloons reflect that. And Rex was the trendsetter as far as doubloons. They're the first organization to have a very aluminum doubloon. It was very flimsy, but back then it was a sensation.
Yes.
Because no other crews had it. 1960 was the first
I think
first
my dad
year.
had one.
I have one of those.
You do?
And when I was a kid, doubloons were a big deal.
Yes.
And we collected doubloons, and it was a major deal. And then over the years, they sort of went out of favor. But in recent years, I think people have been interested in doubloons again because you don't see as many of them. And now I think the collectors are getting back
And they
a
were
little bit of
multicolored.
interest.
It was called getting a set, I believe.
Yeah, exactly, exactly, getting a set. And then from the doubloons, you went to, the beads, and then you had the long beads, and then you had all
The medallion bead.
the lights, and then you had the stuffed animals and the various types of throws where now it's anything goes.
Absolutely. And the energy you must get from the crowd. I mean, that is miles of people, 10, 12 deep.
Charles, there's nothing better than, a good Mardi Gras day, good weather. People are in a good mood. What I love about Mardi Gras is you had people coming together, all races, all ages, New Orleanians, people that are from out of town, just enjoying themselves. I still like the tradition where people actually do costume. The
Yes.
members are costumed, and we can't take off our costume or our mask. It's great to be able to see that you have people out in the public also wearing costumes. Just bringing the families together, seeing that kind of just good spirits people have on Mardi Gras Day. That is a day when you sort of remind yourself how great it is to be in New Orleans.
I love the barbecuing and the costumes. And one time I wanted to interview some people that were barbecuing, and there was 20 people wearing chef's hats. So I said, this is the perfect person to interview. And I go and I start talking to them, and the lady says, well, why don't you ask Ms. Ella Brennan? She's right next to me. So Ella is there with her chef hat on, and she's got 20 of her closest friends all dressed as chefs. I mean, it's just, you don't know who you're standing next to. That night, you have the ball, which is like, I guess that is
Right.
part of, that is a New Orleans iconic event.
Right, and this is what they call a ducal decoration, and the members wear this around their necks. Each year, again, it's a different design. And I had the honor a few years ago. My daughter was one of the debutantes presented, and it was an experience she'll never forget. It really, all the pageantry.
It's unbelievable.
And,
It's on TV.
And the fact that it's on TV, and the fact that she'll have something that she'll be able to tell her friends about for years.
And you also bring in the military during that ball.
Rex is a very, pro-military organization. They love their armed forces, so they have a major role in the parade. You see a lot of the
Marine
marching
band,
bands, and then a big role at the ball. And the ball is interesting because you'll see a lot of the, not only the members, of course, but the guests of the members. A lot of the leaders of the city are there. The mayor's usually there. Other people that are very prominent in the city love to go to that event.
And we have the Marine Corps actually has a general here. I saw him at the ball one year.
Right.
And then, so we have the Marine band is stationed in New Orleans. We have Bell Chase. We do have a lot of military presence here.
Right, and I think that's one of the fabulous things about the ball, that it is gives that kind of recognition to those talented individuals that are in those bands, because they're quite good. And the people that attend love it.
If someone wants to know more about Rex, is there a website?
Yeah, there's a website for the organization. People can go on and sort of learn about what the foundation is doing and some of the public activities that are available.
Great.
Yes.
Well, Jeff, thanks for being on the
Okay,
show.
Thank you, Charles.
And stay tuned. We'll be right back with more of Celebrating Culture. We need to have a toast in honor of the house and to Rex.
To the great
Always
traditions.
To the great traditions.
That's one of the nice ones, and this is a bourbon milk punch. I can't remember a time growing up, waking up as a kid, helping set up the house, getting ready Mardi Gras Day for everybody coming over, that we weren't pouring bourbon milk punches. It was our breakfast drink, and people show up, you have a bourbon milk punch. When we opened this restaurant, Bourbon House, our signature drink is a frozen bourbon milk punch, and it's all because of growing up in New Orleans Mardi Gras Day.
Happy Mardi Gras.
Happy Mardi Gras.